All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus and a very special guest, Alex Barth from 98.5, the Sports Hub. Alex, welcome to the show. We're talking Patriots, baby.
Hell yeah.
Seems like it's probably pretty popular topic of conversation out there, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to what your thoughts are, and check out Alex's links down in the description. I got to be honest, Alex, when you look up Patriots, YouTube, podcast, whatever, you're a hot name when it comes to the Patriots. So we got the right guy on the show.
Yeah, they say a lot of making it in this industry is just to be in the right place at the right time. So I figure if I'm, 10, 12 places, the more places I am, the better chance one of them's the right one, right?
No, that's fantastic. Well, hopefully some of our viewers will hop over. You'll definitely know if they're there. They'll make themselves very well known. But let's just hop right into it. Yeah. Vikings land, pretty much every team. New day, 10 different rumors. Yeah. Is it fair to say the Patriots are seeing the same thing? They're going to trade. They're not going to trade. They're going to do this, do that.
Yeah, it's every day something else right now. Are they going to move back to 6? Are they going to move back to 11? Now the new hot one is 13 with the Raiders. Or are they going to stick at 3? Like it's kind of all over the place. It feels like this draft cycle has been forever. And the thing is, in New England, the draft doesn't always get covered like this because we're used to them picking. Even when they made the playoff, they didn't make the playoffs last year. They're still picking 15th. We're not used to the draft being a hot topic, and the quarterback situation has obviously been taken care of for a long time. And I think people are learning what a grind it is, and some people kind of ran out of steam 2 or 3 weeks ago. So now it's just how many different angles of this thing can we talk about, realistic or not, to get us across the finish line. So we're almost there. But yeah, it's been you name it. There's been a rumor about the Patriots doing it in this draft.
Absolutely. That's the season we're in. Again, first of all, happy draft week to you, Alex. Appreciate you again for being on here. Is there a guy at the Patriots do stick and pick at 3 that is kind of consensus that most fans and media want?
Yeah, it's Drake May. With the assumption, I think you'd probably get a pretty good debate about Drake May and Jaden Daniels, but it's sounding more and more now. I think Peter Schrager just had something earlier this afternoon about Daniels going second. Like that seems like that's the move. So everybody wants the quarterback. Everybody, it's been 4 years since Tom Brady left. No answers. That's what everybody's looking for. I'd say the majority of Patriots fans believe Drake May will be the best option on the board. There's a couple J.J. McCarthy people out there, but I think the most popular pick the Patriots could make is sticking at 3 and taking Drake May.
So as far as not sticking at 3, is the thought of getting 11 and 23 just with the Vikings scenario, and then obviously some additional first-round picks, where does that fall as far as what fans want to see?
Well, Gerard Mayo spoke last month at the owners' meetings and talked about getting the bag. And I think that got a lot of people excited in terms of the Patriots aren't going to move down unless it's a tremendous offer. And when you look at 11 specifically, to me, there's really only 2 teams that are in play to move down because the team moving up is going to want a quarterback. They're not going to pay this price. Like Atlanta's not moving up. They have Kirk Cousins, right? So you're looking at the Giants at 6 and you're looking at the Vikings at 11. And the thing about 11 is you may end up outside of that range of the blue chip offensive prospects. You're talking maybe Brock Bowers falls, maybe Olu Fashanu falls, but most likely you're coming out of that range. And even if you move back up, you're going to have to give up some of that bag you just got, and it lessens the impact of the trade down. So if you're moving down to 11, to me, the draw on moving down to 11, you're staying there. You're admitting this is going to be a lesser draft, but boy, we're loaded up because we're going to have multiple firsts in 2025, maybe multiple firsts in 2026, and just really build this thing over the long term.
All right, Alex, whether it's the Vikings, whether it's the Raiders, the Giants, what's the percent chance you actually think the Patriots do trade out?
I flip a coin. I'm going to say I would guess no right now. Ask me again in an hour, I might say yes. I think when they talk about the bag, they're asking for an exorbitant price. To me, the Vikings are the only team that can realistically give that up because they should be, if they get the quarterback, in a contention window right now. Good offensive line, good receivers, like the defense is solid. That's a team that realistically has a chance to make some noise. The Giants with Drake May, they're not doing anything. I mean, they're still going to be, most a 6-7 win team. The Raiders are maybe a little closer, but they gave up a lot of draft capital a couple years ago to get Devontae Adams, so they may not have the chips. Also, the 13th pick just not nearly as valuable. I think the Vikings are in the best spot, but it's going to have to be a really significant offer. And I just think at the end of the day, no team's going to want to part with what the Patriots are looking for.
So you say significant offer. I mean, from the Vikings standpoint, it's usually the 2 firsts this year, first next year, and then some sort of change. And I was watching you, and I believe you said it would even take an additional 2026 first.
Yeah, so I look at the Niners offer to move up in 2021, which was 3 firsts and a future third. That's where I'm starting. That's if I'm the Patriots, I make the call. I say, all right, you're going to give us 3 firsts, and then what? And so that's where that 23rd pick comes in, because the other thing is, if the Patriots, some of this depends on which quarterback the Patriots are targeting, because I do believe no matter what, they're going to take a quarterback with their top pick. If they're targeting Michael Penix, maybe that works for them because they can probably get him at 11. I don't love the idea of trading down and taking a quarterback. It's only happened 5 times in the last 30 years. The last one was EJ Manuel. The last time a team from the top 5 traded down and took a quarterback was 1995. That was Kerry Collins. So you're talking about very uncharted territory. And the reason I think teams don't do that is, you build your whole offseason around Michael Penix is going to fall to us at 11, and then the Raiders move up and take him 10th. And now what? Now you're left holding the bag. So if I'm the Patriots, right, I need even more than the Niners got, because I might have to move back up to get my quarterback. I might have to move back up to get my quarterback. And if I have to do that, I don't want to give up everything I just got, because now I moved down for nothing. That's why I think it's unlikely to happen. The mathematics of that, you're essentially not only, if I'm the Patriots, I'm not only asking for what the 3rd pick is worth, I'm also asking for what like the 7th or 8th pick is worth, knowing I'm going to have to move back up and get that potentially.
All right. So, I mean, from everything you're saying here, everything I can gather, it sounds like you kind of expect the Patriots to actually make a pick at 3. Is that safe to say? I mean, would that be your bet right now if you had a bet on it?
If I had a bet on it, yes. But at the end of the day, and this is so when the Patriots won a couple games late in the season, Patriots fans were freaking out. Oh my God, they're not going to get a quarterback. And I was telling everybody, no, like winning a couple games doesn't impact that, because I'll ask you guys this as Vikings fans. If you were confident that Drake May was going to win you a Super Bowl, would you give up 4 first-round picks? Mm-hmm. Would you trade 4 first-round picks for Super Bowl? And if that's how the Vikings front office feels, then you'd think they'd pull the trigger on it. If they like Drake May but don't love him, it becomes tougher. Like, how really convicted are they that Drake May is the guy?
All right. Once again, Alex Barth from 98.5 Sports Hub. You can catch him everywhere. I'm going to leave you a final one. All right. Patriots stick at 3, and JJ McCarthy's the pick. Are you just absolute? I mean, what's going on in Patriot land? And is there any possibility that would happen?
I mean, it feels like a possibility. Like, look, it's a first-year front office. We've been going off of 20 years of precedent for a long time. So this is very uncharted territory for us. I have been kind of big on McCarthy being overrated. I don't think he's the worst of the top quarterback group. I don't know if we're still considering Bo Nix at the top. I have Penix ahead of McCarthy personally. I just think JJ McCarthy is going to be a product of whatever system you put him in. So for a team like Minnesota, he might make sense because you got, talented guys catch the football. You got guys blocking for him. You got a very, very good offensive mind on the coaching staff, at least one. I can't say know your guys' whole coaching staff, but like he'd be okay there. You put him in New England and ask him to elevate the group that's there now. I just think you're looking at Zach Wilson all over again. Like they would have to get, the only way I could maybe start to be like, get into it is if they were to go out and then trade 34 for like AJ Brown. Then like, all right, now I kind of see the plan here.
Wonderful. Alex, greatly appreciate it, man. Taking your time out of the busy draft schedule. Have a fantastic draft week. I hope we end up getting that 3rd pick, but we'll see.
Have a good one, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Alex.